Hello, this lesson will teach you how to recognize and fix awkward sentences. Sometimes a sentence doesn't sound right because it has a confusing or awkward structure. If you find yourself slowing or stumbling over a certain sentence while reading out loud, you may need to rewrite the sentence and phrase it more clearly. There is no single rule or technique to correct awkward phrasing. You need to develop an ear for what sounds right and be willing to reword a sentence until it sounds smooth and clear. Your goal is always to be clear and direct. Here's a good example of this. Please read the following sentences out loud. Notice how you need to read the first sentence a couple times in order to be sure you know what it is saying, but the second sentence is very clear. If a sentence doesn't sound right to you, try asking yourself, what is this sentence about and what is the core subject? Then ask, what is the subject doing? Finding what the subject is doing means finding the verb. Always try to choose a strong verb that conveys action rather than one that is less active like be or went. The lesson on improving style will teach you more about strong and weak verbs. Let's try fixing another awkward sentence. The fact that we don't eat a balanced diet is our biggest health problem, and that we don't get enough exercise is also a big issue. What do you think the sentence is about? What is the subject? At first it seems it is about a bad diet, but then another important subject is tagged on at the end, not enough exercise. So the sentence is about poor diet and lack of exercise. What do these things do, or what are the verbs? We don't want to say that they are an issue. Are does not convey action and is a weak verb in its context. What do poor diet and lack of exercise do? They contribute to or cause our greatest health problems. So here's a better way to write this sentence. Poor diet and lack of exercise contribute to our greatest health problems. Notice how the second sentence is much more powerful. Since we don't have to sort through the subjects and verbs, we can immediately see the sentence's message and concentrate on what it is saying rather than how it is being said. For this next sentence, pause the video and identify the subjects and what they are doing. Then rewrite the sentence to make it more clear and direct. Press play when you are ready to see how we fixed it. What is the sentence about, or what is the subject? The article. What does the article do, or what is the verb? Sums up. So the article sums up her plan. Is there a better verb than sums up? What about summaries? What else can we say articles do? Well, they present information. This is better. The article summarizes her plan well, or the article presents an effective summary of her plan. Sometimes sentences are awkward because they begin with one kind of pattern and end with a different pattern. These are called mixed sentences. Carefully proofreading your writing is the best way to avoid this problem. We'll take a look at some sentences so you can get a feel for what they look like. By going to church every Sunday doesn't necessarily make you a good person. Going to church every Sunday doesn't necessarily make you a good person. The word by in the first sentence doesn't fit very well. Simply taking this word out changes the sentence pattern so that the beginning and end match each other and form a clear thought. Now let's take a look at these sentences. In my hometown in Georgia is full of quiet and friendly people. My hometown in Georgia is full of quiet and friendly people. In my hometown in Georgia, there are many quiet and friendly people. Again in this sentence, the word in is not followed by the correct sentence pattern. Simply removing the word in or adding in there makes the sentence pattern consistent. Now try correcting this sentence on your own. There is more than one way to fix it. Pause the video and then press play when you are ready to see possible corrections. Remember, the remedy for incorrect sentence structures and fragments is reading each sentence individually and carefully. You may want to read your sentences out loud or have somebody else read it to you to catch any sentences that are not clear or correct. Good luck.